What up, YouTube? Hi again. Okay, so if you've seen my first video, you know that right now I'm talking about Mickey ears. We're talking about the stuff I made for my wife and I's Disney cruise. The first video you need to check out, it was my Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along ears that I did, or headband, sorry, that I did. So right now I want to talk about my, you guessed it, Pirate Night ears. So this was my wife's prop for Pirate Night, and I'm going to show you the ears I made for us. Now, we only wore these one night. It was for Pirate Night. Very, very, very fun event on the Disney Wonder. It was actually so much fun that that we kind of didn't want it to end, and we ate a ton of food, which doesn't help my diet, I know. But we bought this on the boat. This was her prop, and I'll show you why. She needed pirate ears. And what's the most famous pirate that Disney ever had? Well, it was, of course, Captain Hook. So she had her very own set of Captain Hook ears. So, as you can see, we've got Captain Hook's famous feather. We have the I used crushed velvet in like a burgundy color for the background of the ears, just so it could have kind of that feel of Captain Hook. It's got the lace ribbon around the perimeter of both ears, and then around that perimeter, it's got a gold trim. So, and they're done both front and back. The gold trim's there. The bow was made by myself as well, and it's a faux leather, and it's supposed to mimic like alligator skin, but it's a faux leather that was cut and shaped. And then the little gold buckle here was laser cut. It was laser cut by myself, and I gave her two options. I gave her kind of a pilgrim style old school pirate buckle, or this one that's a little bit fancier. And she decided to go with the fancy one. So I'm glad she went with the fancy one. I think it looks better. And then I just gilded it in gold to give it that look. Again, this is just a headband for her. She prefers headbands more than the ears. It's a little wobbly. I don't know if you guys can tell. It wasn't like this on the boat. Unfortunately, we had to transport 3 sets of ears, 2 costumes, and our regular luggage back to LA, and this was one of the casualties. So I had to do a real quick repair on it just so I could do this video. But as you can see, you know, it's very prominently Captain Hook. Oh, and then we're not even talking about the hook on the ear. Yeah, that hook was laser cut, it's a piece of wood, painted black, and then it was clear coated before we did a silver gilding on it, or I did silver gilding on it. I think they turned out great. They were really popular. People loved them. Obviously, everyone's dressed as pirates. Those costumes are awesome, guys. So if anybody who's done a pirate night on a Disney cruise and sees these people get into costume, it's choice. There was actually 2 legit Captain Hook guys there, which were really impressive. But we just did the ears. You know, her Captain Hook. I enjoyed it. She loved it, and everybody else did. Now, let's talk about my ears. Well, I was just going to do a basic pirate ear, maybe with a bandana or something, but that's not me. That's just not me. I have to have better. I have to make mine more difficult. I have to make it more complicated and overwork myself, because that's just the kind of person I am when it comes to my art. My wife's very happy with, you know, beautiful trim and beautiful simplicity and just, you know, gorgeous things. And I'm complicated as hell. Everything has to be difficult. Everything has to be complicated. And all the details matter to me. Detail, 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 detail. So, I mean, what am I going to do? I got Captain Hook. I want detail. I want something that's going to stand out. So I have to do Smee, right? That's the only logical conclusion. But Smee's very basic. I don't know if you guys have ever seen him. If you guys can have a mental picture of Smee, he's very basic. He's a very basic character. So what am I going to do? Well, you know, My ears started with a 60th anniversary set purchased on eBay from the Disneyland Resort. A trip to Joann's for blue striped material and remnants of that burgundy material that I used to wrap my wife's Captain Hook ears. And what we end up with is, I think, a pirate set of ears that is worthy for any SME or pirate on the seven seas. And this is it, guys. And this is my pirate set of ears. Again, 60th anniversary set of ears. You can tell because the silver back here. And this actually used to be a brighter blue, but I tinted it with a black, and I washed the silver out underneath with more black. The blue, obviously, classic SME, right? And I had to make his beanie. And that's where that burgundy comes from the Captain Hook. So it's basically, it's this material here, flipped inside out, and that's his beanie. That's his little, and I just put it on one of these. It's like a legit little beanie. Put it together, glued it on, and then his glasses. He's got little tiny spectacles that he wears. These were 3D printed and then painted in gold gilding. And then Smee and his little dinghy, you gotta have the oars, right? So these were actually laser cut. And then I had to go in with an X-Acto knife and notch them both so they sat flush. Because this material, if you've seen Disney park ears, they are curved inward. So this material sits above the curve, so it's flat. So there's a pocket in there. So anything that gets glued on it has to be flat. So these were painted and then flattened on it. Now you also notice two other little features. One is this little propeller style bit that I added, and it's actually a pirate ship. And of course, Neverland, you got to get to Neverland somehow. So it's a 3D printed gold gilded pirate ship, and there it is. It's just floating on a piece of wire. I torched it black so it would disappear, but you can kind of see it. And then this piece here. So this wasn't originally going to be part of the ears. But if you look at the 60th anniversary ears, they have this big patch in the front. So I had a set of 50th anniversary ears that I removed this patch from at one point, and I just heated it up, and it kind of melted the glue, and it came off really nice and easy. The 60th anniversary ears did not come off so easy. So I left this really ugly warped stain behind it. So what I did is I got the leather that the bow's made out of on the Captain Hook's ears. I put a little circular piece of it on there, and I figured, you know what, I need a Jolly Roger. Like, it's a pirate now, you gotta have a Jolly Roger. So I 3D printed this one. So this is 3D printed. Like a high fill primer was sprayed on it. It was sanded as smooth as possible, cleaned up all the little edges and whatnot, and then I painted it in a white, a very bright white. And then I went over it with a dark brown and black stain. I also mixed in a little bit of that gold gilding. So if you actually look at this in the light and you look at it dead on, it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. Painted the eye sockets black, and then I added a little gold tooth. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, it's all 3D printed, all put together, all sanded, all cleaned up, made it look nice and pretty. And I wore this at Pirate Night, and you know, I had a blast. It was a super, super fun time. I know my wife did too. So these are it. These are our Captain Hook and Smee Mickey Mouse ears that we did for Disney, our Disney cruise to the Mexican Riviera. Halloween cruise, really great time. I recommend it to everybody. Met some great people. And just had an overall fun time. So, if you guys like this stuff, I got one more video that I'm going to be doing about another set of ears that I think you're going to enjoy as well. And those are what I like to call our walk-around ears. The ears that we wore the majority of the time on the boat, getting on the boat and getting off the boat. So, and I got a funny story about those. So, go ahead and like this video, please. Subscribe if you haven't already. I know you want to. Go ahead. I'll wait. It's okay. No, really. No, Okay, and share it too. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of places that you could share this to. You know, Disney, from the smallest child to the oldest adult, you know, it impacts all our lives. So please like, share, subscribe, and look forward to other videos. There's going to be more coming up. There's going to be other things that I've already recorded that I'm just too lazy to edit. I'm doing these real quick. I'm going to try to do it in one shot, just so I don't have to spend the time editing. It's kind of late tonight anyways. But yeah, let's do more of these. I'm really excited. You guys are seeing more now projects that I'm doing with the laser cutter. You're seeing a lot of new stuff that I'm doing with 3D printing. Because I got a new 3D printer. I have another video that I'm going to talk about too that's going to compare, because I actually bought one before. So I have 2 3D printers, and I got a story about that too, but you're going to have to watch for another video that comes out about that one. So until next time, please like, subscribe, share, and enjoy. And I'll throw some pictures up after this video so you can check them out even more. And I'll see you next time.